Settlement request by batch has been added to 2024 R1. So, a settlement request by batch is the ability to pay a large number of growers or customers all at the same time without doing the settlement request wizard one at a time. So, in the past, we've had to do each settlement was you run through the wizard for each one. Now we can create a whole bunch of settlements all at once, and we do that with a feature called settlement by batch. Now, maybe a lot of you would want to say settle every Friday for all the grain that was brought in this week. So that's kind of the scenario we'll be looking at is creating all those settlement requests all at once. So what the process does, it does create the settlement request, and it can even create the settlement payment for you automatically if you'd like. But let's take a look at how we do that. So we click on the commodity accounting module. We take a look at under periodic tasks, because this would be run just once a day or once a week or however often you'd like to pay your customers. So we generate settlement requests. So we click on that, and we present it here with this screen. It says how many days old. So maybe if you're wanting to settle today, maybe you won't want to settle the tickets that were brought in today. You'll get those next time. So maybe you want to just settle those that are a day old or 2 days old or maybe a week old. But I'm just going to let mine run here for today. Anybody who's brought in any grain as of today and they're applied to a purchase contract that is priced. So there's some conditions for creating these settlement requests. One, it has to be brought in. The ticket has to be delivered. It has to be applied to a contract that is priced, and those are the tickets that it considers, and it will create one settlement per customer per commodity in that scenario. So what we're going to do here with the records to include, we can filter which tickets are included in our settlement. So I'm going to do just corn tickets for my Barnesville branch, and I'm going to do it for all customers. I'm not going to, I could do automatically for one customer, but I'm going to do it for all. Or you could do it by customer group. So perhaps you wanted to have some customers that you pay every Thursday or every Friday or every certain day of the week, and other customers that you wanted to pay on demand. So in order to do that, you would just put those different customers in different customer groups and then run this um, based on the filtering for that customer group. So I'm going to run it wide open. I'm going to just pay everybody in my Barnesville location that has brought me corn that I already haven't paid for. So I can run it in the background using the batch processing, or I can just do it on the fly like I'm going to. You could even set it up to be scheduled. So you could even use the scheduling functionality inside of finance and operations to schedule this batch to automatically run every night, every week for a period of time using that scheduling capability. I'm just going to do this on the fly. So let's go ahead and hit OK here, and the system will we'll go through and look at all my scale tickets and create settlement requests for each of them that meet those criteria. So let's take a look here and see if it's done yet. We'll go to commodity accounting, and we'll look for settlement payments, because that's where we're going to see all the new settlement requests. And look at here, we've created a whole bunch of new ones here with today's date um, of settlement requests that were created as part of that routine. So now we can review them all if we would like to. We can look at each settlement. We can click on one of them. Let's take this one here, and we can see that the settlement request was all created. We can make changes if we need to. We can validate, yep, this all looks okay. And then we can confirm and pay per the existing functionality. Another thing that we added is then the ability to create settlement sheets more than one at a time. So here I selected 3 settlement sheets, and I'm going to hit print. And you'll see here, we could send it to the printer. I'm going to send it to the screen so you can see it, but we could send it to a printer and it would print all 3. I'm going to send it to the screen so we can see what they look like. So here we're going to get 3 settlement sheets all at once as it processes here, all 3 of them. So here's my first one for Anderson Farms. Here's my next one for Bjorklund Land and Cattle. And my third one for Kyle Cook. So you can see here we've added that functionality to create all those settlement sheets or print all those settlement sheets at one time. So again, to recap the settlement request by batch functionality that we've created. Oh, the other thing is if it created some that you don't want to pay by accident or something, it's very easy. Just click on the row you don't want to pay and just void the settlement. So that's very easy to do also. So to recap, the settlement request by batch is under the periodic tasks, under generate settlement requests. There is the ability to filter on how old the scale ticket is. You can automatically confirm the settlement. So what that creates, instead of creating that settlement request that we were reviewing and printing and paying, it automatically creates the payable for you. So then you can just run a finance and operations check run to select all those payments and pay them all at once. But if you want to review them, you leave this set at no. And then you can print the settlement sheet here on the fly if you'd like to as part of that process. You can also filter here by commodity, branch, customer account, customer group, or you can just do those that are on deferred contracts per another new feature we added. And then you can either run it in the background, you can run it scheduled, or you can do it one at a time like we did during this demonstration. So we're real excited to bring you that new settlement request by batch as part of Leverage 2024 R1.